Good evening and welcome to the news. I'm Dinesh Rentley. Here are the top stories of the day. Prime Minister Narendra Modi shares his thoughts in Mann Ki Baat program on Akashvani. Meeting of floor leaders ahead of the winter session. Paul Lingdaw calls NPP's Gambegre by-election win a reflection of MDA 2.0's strong performance. BJP blames opposition strategy for poor performance in Meghalaya elections. And Paul Lingdaw responds to vendors' claims on relocation process. The news in detail. In his 116th Mann Ki Baat, Prime Minister Narendra Modi urged youth from non-political backgrounds to join politics, announcing a campaign to connect 1 lakh such individuals. He also introduced the Viksit Bharat Young Leaders Dialogue for 2,000 youth on Swami Vivekananda's 162nd birth anniversary. Modi praised youth efforts to assist the elderly with digital services, highlighted the rising participation of girls in the National Cadet Corps, and celebrated global preservation of Indian culture. He also shared updates on initiatives like the Ek Peड़ Maa Ke Naam tree plantation campaign, sparrow conservation efforts and cleanliness drives, including youth-led projects in Kanpur and Arunachal.
कुछ महीने पहले हमने एक पेड़ मां के नाम अभियान शुरू किया था। इस अभियान में देश भर के लोगों ने बहुत उत्साह से हिस्सा लिया। मुझे ये बताते हुए बहुत खुशी हो रही है कि इस अभियान ने 100 करोड़ पेड़ लगाने का अहम पड़ाव पार कर लिया है। 100 करोड़ पेड़, वो भी सिर्फ 5 महीनों में।
Union Minister Kiren Rijiju will convene a meeting with floor leaders of political parties today at the Parliament House Annex in New Delhi ahead of the winter session, which begins tomorrow, November 25, 2024. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh will preside over the meeting. The session is scheduled to conclude on December 20, 2024, with no sitting on November 26th for Constitution Day.
दोनों से बात करके फिर कौन कौन सा विषय चर्चा में लाना है, इसको हम आगे बढ़ाएंगे। विषय तो बहुत है, कुछ विषयों पर सब लोग ने कहा कि चर्चा होना चाहिए। हम चाहते हैं कि विषय अच्छी तरह से लोकसभा राज्यसभा में चर्चा होनी चाहिए। सरकार तैयार है किसी भी विषय पर चर्चा करने के लिए, सरकार की ओर से हमेशा तैयार होते हैं।
Government spokesperson and Cabinet Minister Paul Lingdaw described the NPP candidate's victory in the Gambegre by-election as a testament to the strong performance of the MDA 2.0 government. Speaking to reporters, Lingdaw pointed out that the Congress had won the Tura parliamentary seat in the recent Lok Sabha elections, highlighting the dynamic nature of politics. He further emphasized that the voters of Gambegre made a wise choice by electing a highly qualified candidate.
Of the MDA government's performance, MDA 2, and do not forget that as recently as May this year, we had the Lok Sabha polls where the Congress had swept Garo Hills, the Tura parliamentary seat. So in a way, it shows that politics is very dynamic, and even a week is a long time in politics, and it also demonstrates that the electorate of Tamil have clearly shown their wisdom by electing somebody who is highly qualified.
The BJP in Meghalaya has failed to secure a majority in recent elections despite its efforts. The party attributes its poor performance to the opposition strategy of linking the BJP with the Hindutva ideology. In both the 2018 and 2023 elections, the BJP won only 2 seats each and was also unsuccessful in the Gambegre by-election. BJP spokesperson M. Kharkrang stated that it is not Hindutva but the opposition's campaign tactics which focus on religion rather than development that have hurt the party.
Unfortunately, this I would not say the Hindutva, but unfortunately, opposition have been using this as a weapon to hit at the BJP. Knowing that religion is one issue that you can play around, and unfortunately, this has been played around by the opposition, and in the process, the BJP is being hit.
Meghalaya is working towards achieving open defecation-free or ODF status, with the government constructing toilets and sanitation facilities across the state. PHE Minister Marcus Marak, after inspecting several ongoing projects, stressed the need for widespread public awareness to promote cleanliness and hygiene in order to reach the ODF goal.
So it's functioning. So this community toilets are being used for the public. Often defecation free, we are often defecation free state, but we are trying our level best to go for the open defecation plus status. Already constructed many community sanitary latrines. Those are being allowed to use for the public. Today also I have gone to 2 places to inspect personally by myself whether it's functioning or not. So it's functioning. So this community toilets are being used for the public. If some of the toilets are not functioning, we'll make sure that it is functioning.
Amid ongoing tensions in Manipur, Assam Rifles remains committed to serving the people, with Director General Lieutenant General Vikas Lakhera emphasizing the force's strong ties with local communities. The force is dedicated to national unity and service, with a significant representation of soldiers from the Northeast. Beyond its security role, Assam Rifles is involved in disaster response, deploying its NDRF battalion for emergencies like floods and medical crisis. The force is also recognized as the largest blood donor in the Northeast, further solidifying its humanitarian contributions.
Here to get people together and numerous such steps which Assam Rifle, we are part of the people, right? I'm not different than you. We are just standing other side, right? So we are here to ensure that we come together with people, okay? We serve the people and we try our best. In spite of whatever happens, we will not let go of the righteous path, right? And those who do right have to face everything. But we will not leave the path of righteousness. We'll keep on connecting. Our soldiers come from the Northeast. A huge amount of soldiers come from Northeast. We are part of the society. Okay, we are not different than you. You serve the nation equally as I do. So maybe time will tell. And Northeast is a wonderful place. It's a great place to be. And you can see today that how happy everybody is.
The Assam Rifles held the 4th edition of the Assam Rifles Half Marathon 2024 in Shillong as part of the Fit India movement with over 1,900 participants. The event featured 21 kilometer, 10 kilometer and 5 kilometer races. Air Marshal Surat Singh was the chief guest, while MC Mary Kom, the brand ambassador, ran in the 10 kilometer race. Lieutenant General Vikas Lakhera reaffirmed the Assam Rifles' commitment to unity and service, especially amid the Manipur tensions. The winners received medals, certificates and cash prizes totaling 18.15 lakh rupees.
For having this, marathon event, and I really congratulate to them, and it's a grand success, I should say, and I represent for this marathon for 10K, and I feel so happy and joy, and I really enjoy this moment.
Cabinet Minister Paul Lyngdoh highlighted that Meghalaya's climate, culture, cuisines and customs are its unique selling points, which can be transformed into a major success story. He stressed that these tangible assets could bring significant growth to the state. Lyngdoh remarked that no one, except a fool, would sit on a gold mine and complain about poverty. He also pointed out that the state's natural beauty and the hospitality of its people are vital soft skills that can be leveraged. The minister urged the banking sector to be more customer-friendly, emphasizing their role in helping the people of Meghalaya.
In general, and Meghalaya in particular, I'm familiar with this state more than the other states, and I can say with confidence that our USPs, which is our nature, our climate, our culture, our cuisine, our customs, these are all very huge assets which are bankable and which can be transformed into a huge success story. No person other than a fool can sit on top of a gold mine and complain of poverty.
Following the state government's decision to investigate the deaths of 2 individuals at a rehabilitation center in Assam, the Meghalaya Users Forum has offered to assist with evidence and support in the inquiry. Forum General Secretary Barry Leslie Karmalki emphasized the need for proper checks and balances when sending drug addicts to rehabilitation centers in Assam, citing numerous complaints of mistreatment and harassment at these facilities.
Who will speak out against the rehab, and we have the photos of those 4 boys who were beaten brutally, and we will give it to you so that you can highlight it in the press so that the whole world will see. And we are hopeful that 2 of those boys who got beaten in that picture will come out and give this testimony. I think that's the only way now, because doing an investigation when the family is not ready, I think will be a very tough time. If they're listening, if they're watching, I would request them again to please come out, because your son will not have just died tragically or under suspicious manner. There might have been something that happened in the rehab center, and these people should be booked and punished as per law.
Tourism Minister Paul Lyngdoh addressed concerns raised by street vendors regarding their relocation, clarifying that multiple meetings had been held with the Vendors Association under the guidance of Deputy Chief Minister Sneha Bhalangdhar. He emphasized that the relocation process, which aimed to improve the Khandailat area and promote tourism, was well documented and took over a year. Lyngdoh also highlighted that hawkers were identified through a transparent process led by the Shillong Municipal Board. Regarding the upcoming relocation deadline, he said it was uncertain if it would be extended, with the review scheduled for next week.
Now it's surprising to say that they were not consulted, because those meetings were all recorded, and they took more than a year in fact, to complete the entire exercise. So it is baseless to say that they were not consulted. However, I would suggest that you also speak to the Deputy CM in charge of urban affairs, because the matter is entirely with urban affairs, and the tourism department only wanted to give an uplift, a facelift rather, to the Kandairat stretch.
The All Meghalaya Kickboxing Association has brought pride to the state by winning 21 medals at the National Kickboxing Championship 2024 in Kerala, held from November 14 to 17th. The impressive medal tally includes 9 golds, 6 silvers and 6 bronzes. Organized by the Kickboxing Association of Kerala and sponsored by the Indian Kickboxing Association, the event took place at the VK Krishna Menon Indoor Stadium in Kozhikode. This achievement underscores the growing popularity of kickboxing in Meghalaya and highlights the skill and dedication of its athletes. And now for a quick look at the weather. The minimum temperature was 7.8 degrees Celsius with the maximum temperature at 15.6 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity in the morning was 74%, rising to 86% in the evening. The forecast tells us light to moderate rain with shallow to moderate fog is likely at isolated places. And now for a quick look at today's headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi shares his thoughts in Mann Ki Baat program on Akashvani. Meeting of floor leaders ahead of the winter session. Polling calls MPP's Gambegre by-election win a reflection of MDA 2.0's strong performance. BJP blames opposition strategy for poor performance in Meghalaya elections. And Paul Lingdor responds to vendors' claims on relocation process. That's all the news we have today. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.